Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place using electronic technology. Electronic technology includes electronic devices. Sometimes, cyberbullying can be easy to spot. For example, if a child displays a text message, tweet, or responds to a status update on Facebook that is harsh, mean, or cruel. Other acts are less obvious, like impersonating a victim online or posting personal information, photos, or videos designed to hurt or embarrass another person. Some people report that a fake account, webpage, or online persona has been created with the sole intention to harass and bully. Cyberbullying messages are communicated through text or digital imaging messages sent on cell phones, emails, instant messaging, web pages, weblogs, blogs, chat rooms or discussion groups, other information communication technologies. Cyberbullying messages are communicated by sending mean messages or threats to a person's email account or cell phone, spreading rumors online or through texts, posting hurtful or threatening messages on social networking sites or web pages, stealing a person's account information to break into their account and send damaging messages, pretending to be someone else online to hurt another person, taking unflattering pictures of a person and spreading them through cell phones or the internet, sexting or circulating sexually suggestive pictures or messages about a person. On a cell phone, smartphone, or tablet, cyberbullying may include phone calls, text messages, social network posts, videos, and photos. Cyberbullying in the form of text messages, emails, photos, website postings can go school or community-wide in minutes and global in days. Slanderous information sent into cyberspace is difficult, if not impossible, to remove. Cyberbullying often takes the form of gossip, where damaging content is posted online based on whim, not facts, and is posted on social networking sites including Twitter, MySpace, and Facebook. Cyberbullying also can occur accidentally. The impersonal nature of text messages, IMs, and emails make it very hard to detect the sender's tone. One person's joke could be another's hurtful insult. Nevertheless, a repeated pattern of emails, text messages, and online posts is rarely accidental. Cyberbullying has a lot in common with bullying in school. Both behaviors include harassment, humiliation, teasing, and aggression. Cyberbullying presents unique challenges in the sense that the perpetrator can attempt to be anonymous, and attacks can happen at any time of day or night. Nancy Willard with the Center for Safe and Responsible Internet Use, CSRIU, states that cyberbullying has unique characteristics that are different from traditional bullying. Anonymity. As bad as the bully on the playground may be, he or she can be readily identified and potentially avoided. On the other hand, a child who cyberbullies is often anonymous. The victim is left wondering who the cyberbully is, which can cause a great deal of stress. Accessibility. With children and youth, most who use traditional ways of bullying terrorize their victim at school, on the bus, or walking to or from school. Although bullying can happen elsewhere in the community, there is usually a standard period of time during which these children have access to their victims. Children who cyberbully can wreak havoc any time of the day or night. Cyberbullying can happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and reach a kid even when he or she is alone. Kids who are being cyberbullied are often bullied in person as well. Additionally, kids who are cyberbullied have a harder time getting away from the behavior. Punitive fears. Child and youth targets of cyberbullying often do not report it because of 1. Fear of retribution from their tormentors, and 2. Fear that their computer or phone privileges will be taken away. Often, adults' responses to cyberbullying are to remove the technology from a victim, which in their eyes can be seen as punishment. Bystanders. Most traditional bullying episodes occur in the presence of other people who assume the role of bystanders or witnesses. The phenomenon of being a bystander in the cyber world is different in that they may receive and forward emails, view web pages, forward images sent to cell phones, etc. The number of bystanders in the cyber world can reach into the millions. Disinhibition. The anonymity afforded by the internet can lead children to engage in behaviors that they might not do face-to-face. Ironically, it is the anonymity that allows some individuals to bully at all. Additional reasons why cyberbullying is different. Cyberbullying messages and images can be posted anonymously and distributed quickly to a very wide audience. It can be difficult and sometimes impossible to trace the source. Deleting inappropriate or harassing messages, texts, and pictures is extremely difficult after they have been posted or sent. Common forms of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying can take many forms, however, there are 6 forms that are the most common. Harassment. Repeatedly sending offensive, rude, and insulting messages. Denigration. Distributing information about another that is derogatory and untrue through posting it on a web page, sending it to others through email or instant messaging, or posting or sending digitally altered photos of someone. Flaming. Online fighting using electronic messages with angry, vulgar language. Impersonation. Breaking into an email or social networking account and using that person's online identity to send or post vicious or embarrassing material to about others. Outing and trickery. Sharing someone's secrets or embarrassing information, or tricking someone into revealing secrets or embarrassing information and forwarding it to others. Cyberstalking. Repeatedly sending messages that includes threats of harm or are highly intimidating, or engaging in other online activities that make a person afraid for his or her safety. Depending on the content of the message, it may be illegal. They are discussed more fully below. Flaming is a type of online fight. It is an act of sending or posting electronic messages that are deliberately hostile, insulting, mean, angry, vulgar, or insulting to one person or several, either privately or publicly to an online group. Denigration, also known as dissing, occurs when a person sends or publishes cruel rumors, gossip, or untrue statements about a person to intentionally damage the victim's reputation or friendships. Bashboards are online bulletin boards where people can post anything they choose. Generally, the postings are mean, hateful, and malicious. Impersonation can be particularly harmful and occurs when someone pretends to be or poses as another person. This is usually accomplished by breaking into someone's account, by stealing a password and perhaps changing it, or by maliciously using that information provided by a friend, one reason to never give a password to anyone but a trusted adult. Once the impersonator has access to the victim's information, considerable damage can occur by sending out emails supposedly from the victim or by posting material online. The victim's reputation or friendships can be irreparably harmed. Outing occurs when someone sends or publishes confidential, private, or embarrassing information online. Private email messages or images meant for private viewing is then forwarded to others. Trickery is when a person purposely tricks another person into divulging secrets, private information, or embarrassing information, and publishes that information online. Exclusion is an indirect method of online bullying, intentionally excluding someone from an online group or community. Harassment is when the electronic bully repeatedly sends insulting, hurtful, rude, insulting messages. Happy slapping is a relatively new type of bullying. This occurs when an unsuspecting victim is physically attacked, in person as an accomplice films or takes pictures of the incident. The image or video is then posted online or distributed electronically. Often the attackers will say it was only a prank or joke, hence the term happy slapping. Happy slapping is becoming more common, especially since many cell phones now include cameras. Text wars or attacks are when several people gang up on the victim, sending the target hundreds of emails or text messages. Besides the emotional toll it can take on the victim's cell phone charges can be costly. Online polls ask readers to vote on specific questions, often very hurtful and demeaning, such as, "Who is the ugliest person in 8th grade?" or "Who do you love to hate?" Sending malicious code intentionally to damage or harm the victim's system or to spy on the victim. Images and videos are a rapidly growing concern. Due to the prevalence and accessibility of camera cell phones, photographs and videos of unsuspecting victims taken in bathrooms, locker rooms, or other compromising situations are being distributed electronically. Some images are emailed to other people, while other images are published on video sites, including YouTube. Griefing involves chronically causing grief to other members of an online community, or rather, intentionally disrupting the immersion of another player in their gameplay. Shoemaker-Galloway, 2007. Many cyberbullies think that bullying others online is funny. Cyberbullies may not realize the consequence for themselves of cyberbullying. The things youth post online now may reflect badly on them later when they apply for college or a job. Cyberbullies can lose their cell phone or online accounts for cyberbullying. Also, cyberbullies and their parents may face legal charges for cyberbullying, and if the cyberbullying was sexual in nature or involved sexting, the results can include being registered as a sex offender. Teens may think that if they use a fake name, they will not be caught, but there are many ways to track someone who is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying also occurs among adults. For adults, cyberbullying can be very subtle, especially at work, and is associated with leaving someone out of the communication loop. "Didn't you get my email? I sent it 2 weeks ago," is an excuse used by bullies. Individuals who bully via the computer are more or less doing it to cut someone out of the communication. Bullies will also text one another during meetings, again leaving targets out of their world by bypassing communication. Bullies will be disrespectful of their targets by continuing phone conversations or texting during a conversation. The intentions are to use technology as a wall between the bully and the target. Adults can experience cyberbullying outside of work as well.